Seriously, what the hell did I do? I spent the entire day building a camera mod for a 2009 camera. Or maybe it's 2007. Look, this is the Sony, whatever the model number is right here. Cybershot DSC W270. It's like, I don't know, 2009 or 2007. Look, my battery mod works. I can turn it on, shoot some photos like that, maybe videos. I have this dial here, everything in German, because this is Germany. Then you can shoot some solid photos with that, if my camera on my phone focuses. Okay, so let me turn this off and show you around a little bit. Because this was not so straightforward as just strap a battery on there. No, no, no. Luckily it runs on 3.6 volts, which is just one lithium ion cell. So I have those AliExpress TP4056 modules which charge at 5 volts 1 amp these lithium cells. So right here are these ones, and wait, let me get that one. I'll show you. This is the original Sony battery for this thing. It fits inside here. Now if we open this port, we can see that there's something in there, some weirdness. And yes, it is weird, weirdly packed inside. So this is the original battery. Basically just the battery cell. I salvaged the battery cell, which was inside that aluminum casing, and I repurposed this aluminum casing to easily slide it in. And the problem was, inside here was an ID board or something, and there were 3 pins instead of just 2. And the third pin needed to send some ID signals to that camera, but I asked ChatGPT first. That's what I always do. And of course it gives me the wrong answer. Just put a 10 kilo ohm resistor between ground and that thermistor. He thinks it is a thermistor, NDI or something, but it wasn't. So I tried and tried, and then I said, screw it, let's unpack that original battery and salvage that original ID board. And so I salvaged it. Here are 2 pins, positive and negative. That negative one is covered with chewing gum, whatever. Okay, whatever. Look, these are the TP4056. You can see TP4056. And I've bought 10 of these off AliExpress, and I finally used one of these. So you have USB-C right here, which is awesome. USB-C is awesome. Then you have these terminals, which is the out, and then these terminals, which is for that lithium ion cell. I first wired them all together, but then I realized I needed to separate them. Out is for the camera and battery is for the battery. Logical, right? So I'm gonna pause the video and see if I can get that crap out of there. Guys, I can't believe it. After 15 minutes, I finally got that out. It wasn't it hard enough to get it out already. I need to pull it out like that as well. Okay. So, I broke it in the process. Well, basically just disconnected the negative. This whole casing is negative. And the positive goes inside. And this black part is the controller board, the ID board. And the center pin, that one, is communicating with the device, I guess. I don't know. But I just wired it up in there, and that's it. What, bro, I'm gonna show you everything in here, okay? And those solder joints here, solder points. Those are because I wired them up here before I knew that there was a controller board inside. But you don't have to know that. So there it is. Wait a second, let me get the light. Here. Look at this. This is just the aluminum casing. And it's just empty. It's just some casing. And this here is the controller board. Inside of there is a PCB with a lot of tiny little components. Surface, mount, whatever. And there are only two contacts here. So plus goes here and negative goes here. That's it. Done and ready. That's how easy you hack that. I've expected a little less, but it could have been even worse, but luckily it wasn't worse. Let me get it all back together again. So then the negative wire inside just goes to the casing, just like that. It's just laying there, touching the casing. And there's also a pin right here, which is touching the casing. You can't see it properly. Look, this one, it's touching the casing, so the casing is negative. I've tried without the casing, like just negative to that negative pole, but it didn't work. It wouldn't recognize the battery. Like it said, please put in a functional battery, an original battery basically. That's definitely shorted. Let's try if it's shorted for real. This one. Oh wait, this one. And then I can't show you on video. Or maybe I can. Negative here and positive somewhere inside here. It's in here. I told you it's shorted. Of course. I've broken everything in the process of showing you. Why did you want me to show it to you, huh? Why did you want to show it to me? No, I wanted to show it to you. Sorry. I just realized I can make my life way easier if I drill a hole here. That's what I have been wanting to do all the time. The entire time. So I realized I have this Akkuschrauber thingy. And of course I don't have a drill bit. So I use a screw to screw a hole, drill a hole through it. You know what I mean? Alright, let's start with it. I'm gonna take the screw and then I want it vertically. Oh, this is going to be a bit hard, maybe. Let's do it like this. You see how janky it is, right? It's making progress, but I'm gonna do it off camera, or else this video will be too long. Ёбаный в рот, блядь, это невозможно. It doesn't work. I need to find a drill bit. I can't believe it, I just drilled through it. Ugh, there it is. This means I have a hole through here, which can carry the plus signal out. So I have improved the design. So I can pull this out anytime I want without breaking it and stuff. So let me get this all wired up and then I will be back to you. $300. 28 gauge. Way too little. Out with the old and in with the new. There's the new one. There we have it. Excessive amount of solder.